In a world dominated by quick exchanges and fleeting connections, the ability to truly stand out and build lasting attraction seems like a lost art. But for the Sigma man, this is an art form perfected through emotional control, personal development, and a deep understanding of psychological principles. The Sigma male doesn't rely on flashy gestures or constant validation. Instead, he draws people in through subtlety, self-respect, and a strategic approach to interactions. How does a Sigma man cultivate such irresistible appeal? What strategies does he use that make him not just another face in the crowd, but a man of value, mystery, and depth? In this video, we explore the key strategies that Sigma men employ to generate attraction and maintain healthy, engaging relationships. From emotional control to developing an abundance mindset, these strategies combine psychology, self-improvement, and patience to foster attraction in an organic and powerful way. 1. Understanding the power of ignoring. Creating mystery and value at first glance. It may seem counterintuitive that ignoring someone could be an effective way to attract them. However, for Sigma men, the power of ignoring lies in the psychological principle of scarcity. Women, like most people, are wired to desire things that are hard to get, and attention is no exception. In a world where most men are eager for validation and overly available, a man who isn't constantly seeking attention naturally stands out. This behavior creates a sense of mystery and value, two qualities that make a person more intriguing and desirable. Sigma men understand that in relationships and social dynamics, less can often be more. By withholding attention strategically, they create a gap that the other person feels compelled to fill. This doesn't mean ignoring someone outright or playing games. Rather, it's about not always being available and allowing the other person the space to wonder and pursue. Women are often used to constant messages and reassurance. So when a man does not immediately respond or always seek their approval, it sends a signal that he is not dependent on them. This behavior suggests that he has a full, fulfilling life and doesn't rely on external validation to feel secure, which is undeniably attractive. 2. Building personal value first. The foundation of attraction, the art of ignoring and creating mystery, only works if the man possesses personal value to begin with. A Sigma man knows that to be seen as truly desirable, he must first focus on self-improvement. This means developing himself physically, mentally, and financially. When a man works on becoming the best version of himself, he naturally becomes more attractive. Whether it's cultivating a strong physique, pursuing intellectual growth, or building financial independence, Sigma men prioritize their own personal development. This foundation of value is what makes ignoring or being less available an effective strategy. Who has developed his value through hard work and dedication doesn't need to chase attention or approval. His confidence comes from knowing his worth, and this self-assurance is magnetic. The more a man invests in his growth, the more he can offer in relationships, making him not just a potential partner, but someone who adds value to the other person's life. 3. Emotional control and stoicism. Strength and composure. One of the most attractive qualities in a Sigma man is his emotional control. In a world where reactions are often impulsive and based on external stimuli, maintaining emotional stability is an indicator of inner strength. Women often test a man's composure, intentionally or unintentionally, to see how he responds to challenges, stress, or emotional highs and lows. The Sigma man's ability to stay calm, collected, and focused in these moments sets him apart. This emotional stability is closely aligned with Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that emphasizes controlling what you can, your thoughts and actions, while accepting what is beyond your control. A Sigma man who applies Stoic principles doesn't react out of frustration, jealousy, or fear. Instead, he remains composed, using logical thinking and self-discipline to navigate emotional situations. This makes him appear more reliable, stable, and secure, all of which are deeply attractive traits. Women are drawn to men who can stay grounded, even in the face of adversity. The ability to control one's emotions is a powerful tool in building lasting attraction and trust. 4. Eliminating desperation is one of the quickest ways to kill attraction. When a man exhibits desperate behavior, whether it's through constant communication or excessive neediness, it signals that he lacks options and is dependent on one person for validation. Desperation comes from a place of scarcity, and it's instantly off-putting. Sigma men understand the importance of embracing an abundance mindset. They recognize that there are countless opportunities and potential connections out there, and they don't place all their emotional investment in one person. By cultivating a mindset of abundance, they signal that they are emotionally self-sufficient and open to opportunities. But they are not dependent on any single relationship. This self-assurance and detachment from the outcome makes Sigma men infinitely more attractive. When a man is not desperate for attention, his confidence and emotional independence are palpable, and this magnetic quality draws others in. 5. Others in. Creating curiosity without rejection. It's important to note that ignoring does not equate to complete disengagement. The key is subtlety. Sigma men know that by changing their behavior slightly, such as delaying responses or not always being available for immediate contact, they can create a sense of curiosity and investment without making the other person feel rejected. This subtle approach is much more effective than overt neglect. It's about making small adjustments in how much attention is given, and in turn, making the woman more intrigued. By taking a step back and creating space in the relationship, Sigma men make their attention more valuable and desirable. Women will naturally become more interested in someone who isn't constantly vying for their attention, as it creates an air of mystery and intrigue. The power of silence. Letting curiosity grow, one of the most potent tools in a Sigma man's messaging strategy is silence. In the age of constant communication, where everyone is always texting, calling, or checking social media, silence has become an increasingly rare and powerful form of engagement. By remaining silent or waiting to respond, Sigma men allow curiosity to build. This silence creates a gap in communication that the other person will naturally try to fill. It gives them time to reflect and wonder about the man's thoughts and intentions, which ultimately increases their emotional investment. Strategic silence also allows a man to think before responding, ensuring that he isn't reacting impulsively, but instead communicating with purpose and intention. This creates an emotional dynamic where the woman becomes more drawn to him, wanting to know more. The power of silence lies in its ability to spark intrigue and hold attention without saying much at all. 7. Setting boundaries. The foundation of respect. Boundaries are a crucial aspect of any relationship, and Sigma men are masters of setting them. Boundaries convey that a man respects himself and expects the same from others. By having clear boundaries, whether it's in terms of time, emotional investment, or how he is treated, a Sigma man signals that he will not tolerate disrespect or mistreatment. This self-respect makes him more attractive because it shows that he values his own worth. When a man sets boundaries, it also signals that he is in control of his life and is not dependent on anyone else for his happiness or well-being. Women are naturally drawn to men who have self-respect and who demonstrate that they know their own value. Setting boundaries creates an environment of mutual respect, which is the cornerstone of any lasting and meaningful relationship. Gradual withdrawal of attention. Building value through absence. Gradual withdrawal of attention is a strategy that works particularly well when it comes to building attraction. Instead of abruptly disappearing or going silent, Sigma men reduce their availability in small increments. This gradual shift creates curiosity and increases the perceived value of their attention. By withdrawing slightly over time, the Sigma man leaves the woman wondering and wanting more. This slow reduction in attention doesn't create feelings of rejection. Instead, it makes the other person appreciate the man's presence more. The absence of attention makes it more valuable when it's offered, keeping the attraction alive and maintaining a sense of mystery, focusing on purpose over women. The magnetism of ambition. Sigma men are not driven by the pursuit of relationships or validation from others. Instead, they focus on their purpose, their goals, ambitions, and passion. When a man is deeply invested in his mission, he naturally becomes more attractive. Women are drawn to men who have direction and purpose in life, as ambition and drive are inherently magnetic qualities. By prioritizing his goals over the pursuit of women, a Sigma man exudes confidence and self-sufficiency. This focus on purpose not only makes him more attractive, but also ensures that he is not dependent on anyone else for his happiness or sense of self-worth. When a man is passionate about his mission, it draws others to him who want to be part of that journey. 10. Applying Stoic principles in relationships. Resilience and stability at the core of Sigma men's emotional control is the application of Stoic principle. Stoicism teaches emotional resilience, the ability to focus on what can be controlled, and the acceptance of what cannot be changed. In relationships, this philosophy allows Sigma men to remain steady and reliable even when emotional tests arise. By practicing Stoicism, Sigma men avoid overreacting to emotional situations and focus instead on staying composed and rational. This ability to maintain control over one's emotions makes Sigma men appear stable, dependable, and trustworthy, qualities that are immensely attractive. Women are drawn to men who are emotionally resilient and who can navigate challenges with calm and grace. 11. Embracing patience. The natural pace of attraction, one of the most important elements of attraction, is patience. Sigma men understand that attraction takes time to develop. They don't rush or force connections, but instead allow things to unfold naturally. This patience demonstrates confidence and control, as the Sigma man is not desperate or anxious for things to happen quickly. By embracing patience, Sigma men let the attraction grow at its own pace. This natural progression avoids the pitfalls of rushing or forcing emotions, which often leads to disappointment or burnout. Instead, the Sigma man lets his interactions develop organically, ensuring that any attraction that builds is genuine and sustainable. 12. Becoming a leader through self-discipline. The appeal of control at the heart of Sigma men's ability to attract is self-discipline. A disciplined man who controls his emotions, focuses on his goals, and values himself naturally becomes a leader. Women are instinctively drawn to men who are not shaken by external influences and who maintain control over their actions and emotions. Sigma men don't just lead in the traditional sense. They lead by example. Their self-discipline sets a standard that others can follow, making them natural leaders in their personal and professional lives. This ability to lead without force or dominance is inherently attractive, as it shows maturity, confidence, and emotional intelligence. 13. The art of strategic disinterest. Keeping balance in relationships. Finally, strategic disinterest is a cornerstone of Sigma men's approach to attraction. By not making a woman the center of his world, a man cultivates his own value, which in turn draws women to him. Sigma men know that when they maintain balance and avoid over-investing in any one relationship, they keep the dynamic healthy and engaging. Strategic disinterest ensures that the man remains in control of his own life, not dependent on anyone else for his happiness or validation. This balanced approach keeps the woman intrigued and ensures that the man's value remains high, maintaining a sense of mystery and desirability. 14. Creating an abundance mindset. The key to emotional freedom and abundance mindset is one of the most powerful tools in a Sigma man's arsenal. By recognizing that there are countless potential partners out there, he avoids becoming emotionally attached or dependent on any one individual. This mindset fosters emotional freedom, which makes him more attractive because he is not constrained by the fear of loss or rejection.